to time. Ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Stormhawks versus Eden Prairie Eagles. District 6 game, so definitely matters in the standings. I think we're going to get Braden in net today, Hansen. We'll see once here in a second. Again, this is Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock, November 21st, 2nd. And this is live, so. We're in Eden Prairie at the Eden Prairie Community Center, right on Highway 5. So. We have 2 refs for the game today. Looks like Stormhawks are going to start out with Clark, Schneider, Pulasic, and Kuzmarczyk and Duda. 5 out there to start the game, and we do in fact have Braden Hansen in goal. And here we go. Stormhawks control the draw over to Kuzmarczyk. Kuzmarczyk taking his time, passing it to Clark. Clark. Stormhawks a little discombobulated here. Clark gets it behind his goal. Up to Schneider. Schneider up to Pulasic. Pulasic's going to bring it past center ice. Intercepted by Eden Prairie. Thrown down in. Kuzmarczyk up to Schneider. Schneider over to Clark. Clark's got Pulasic with him. Got 2-on-1. Clark's going to rip one. And he scores. Schneider from Clark. 1-0 Stormhawks. 45 seconds into the game. Next up, we have Puente, Giannetti, and Nichols, and Smith and McNeil in the back end. Giannetti grabs it, and Eden Prairie intercepts and throws it down in, but they're offsides. McNeil back to retrieve. McNeil's looking. Over to Nichols. Nichols back down below his net. Smith and McNeil back. Now Nichols along the wall. Now McNeil. McNeil rims it up to Giannetti. Giannetti over, tried to get it to Puente. Smith, Ethan Smith's going to go up. Ethan Smith's going to drive it up. Ooh, I thought we were offsides there, but no call. Here comes Eden Prairie. They chip it up. Tarchenko's there to retrieve. Over to Puente. Puente. Over to Coots, or no, Smith. Coots has got it. Gets it over his D partner, Charch. Charch up to Giannetti. Giannetti goes in, rips one on goal, glove down by the goalie. So we'll get an offensive face drive and draw here. Seaver, Kent, Molter, Coots, Charchenko. Seaver wins the draw back to Coots. Coots is going to try to throw it down low. Eden Prairie now comes across center ice. Church up to Kent. Kent's got it. Kent. Here comes Eden Prairie. They drive in. Here comes Kuzmarchek. He's going to bring it up. Back for Duda. Duda passes it over to Puente, I believe. No, Schneider. Schneider's got it. Taken away by Eden Prairie. They come right back past center ice and dump it down low. Duda back to retrieve. And we get an icing on Eden Prairie, so we'll do an offensive face draw. Stormox from the draw. Duda looks. Classic turns and fires. Now Clark's got it. Clark tried to get it over to Kuzmarchek, but Eden Prairie intercepted. Duda, Classic. Schneider intercepts. Tries to center. Prairie broke it up. Here comes Duda. Duda intercepts. Just couldn't control it. Was going to try to rip one in, but out comes Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie, Duda intercepts. Duda tries to go up the wall, but gets chipped off. Giannetti, Nichols. Kuzmarchek's got it. Kuzmarchek up to Puente. Puente is going to go in. Puente looking, fires off the goalie, but here comes Eden Prairie. Nice chip or puck on or stick on stick by Smith to keep it outside. Now it's behind the goalie. Puente's got it behind his own goal. Puente over to McNeil. McNeil up to Giannetti. Giannetti's gathers speed, gets around one guy, tries to split the defense, but couldn't. Now Eden Prairie brings it back in the zone. Smith is back. Oh, here's the chance for Stormox. We're going to get a 2-on-1. Giannetti and Molter, I believe, over to Molter. Molter looking, tries to get back to Giannetti. Giannetti just couldn't get it in. Seaverd had a chance, just couldn't drive it in. And back comes Eden Prairie. Coots is back. Coots races around for it. Gets it out to Molter. Molter's going to get by his guy. Passes it up over to Kent. He's got Kent. Kent's going to drive it in. Gets it past into the Eden Prairie zone. Gets around one guy. And he's ridden off the puck behind the goal. Voltaire drives it down deep. They try to ring it around here. Here comes Eden Prairie. Tries to get around Coots. Scoots. Charchenko is there. Charchenko, Clark's got Kent with him. Clark gets around one guy. Tries to get around another guy. Schneider. Over Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek rips one. Glove down by Eden Prairie. Oh, Clark intercepts the pass in the zone. Looking, gets around another guy. He's got two guys on him. Schneider comes away with it. Schneider looks up to his D, gets it to Duda. Duda rips one on goal. Ooh, I think tipped by Schneider, hit the post and then goes into the corner. Eden Prairie rings it around. Kuzmarchek tries to hold, just couldn't do it. Schneider back to Kuzmarchek. Over to Clark. Clark gets around his guy. Clark gets around another. Oh, intercepted by Eden Prairie. Pass center ice, here we come. Over to Duda. Duda up to Polasic. Intercepted by Eden Prairie. Kuzmarchek back to retrieve. Over to Giannetti, up to Puente. Puente, he's got two guys. He's gonna try to split him. Over to Nichols. Nichols to Giannetti. Giannetti gets denied by the Eden Prairie goaltender. Puente's on the draw. Smith and McNeil as back partners. Giannetti and Nichols. Back to McNeil. McNeil. Over to Nichols. Puente. Puente looking. Behind the net to Nichols. Nichols over to Giannetti. Giannetti pinned against the wall. Eden Prairie clears it, but right to Smith. Smith. Out to Giannetti. Giannetti centers it up to Nichols. Nichols has got one guy to beat. He's moving his feet. He's trying to get around him. Just couldn't get around the Eden Prairie defender there, so he's pinned up the wall in the corner. Eden Prairie rings it around, but Stormhawks were able to hold. Giannetti's got it. Giannetti's looking, he's cutting center. Giannetti rips, and he rips it over the goaltender's shoulder, right in the corner for a goal. 2-0 Stormhawks, 5:51 left in the first period. Seaver wins the draw. Charchenko. Charchenko's going to take it up. Charchenko right on goal. Glove down by the Eden Prairie goalie. Seaver wins the draw but throws it back. Here come the Stormhawks. Seaver. In the corner, Seaver. Puck held in by Coots, but Eden Prairie ends up clearing it anyways. Up to Kent. Kent stumbles there, but still in the zone. Intercepted by Seaver. Here comes Eden Prairie. They try to split the defense, but Hansen covers it. Okay, face off left to Hansen here. Clark on the draw. Clark, Duda, Classic, Schneider, Kuzmarchek. Battle out to center ice. Oh, here comes Schneider. Schneider able to get the puck. Schneider's looking for somebody to pass to. Goes cross court to Clark. Clark rips one on goal. Gloved by the Eden Prairie goalie, but wasn't able to hold, so puck's loose. Eden Prairie chips it down. Kuzmarchek's back to retrieve. Eden Prairie comes away with it, but it's pinned against the wall by Clark. Clark chips it up out of the zone, so Eden Prairie will have to reset. And we're going to get an offsides on Eden Prairie, so we'll do a neutral zone face-off here. 4:08 left in the first period, 2-0 Stormhawks. Clark on the draw. Schneider looking. Clark. Schneider over to Duda. Duda rips one hard, just blocked by an Eden Prairie defender. Rips another one off the post and in for Duda. Duda with the goal at 3:54 left in the first period. That'll make it 3-0 Stormhawks. Eden Prairie comes past center ice. Smith and McNeil back. Puente as well to support. We got a scrum in the corner there behind Hansen. Eden Prairie comes away with it, gets it to the point, but Quinold, puck's loose. Nichols trying to chip it past him, just Eden Prairie was able to recover. Out of the zone, gonna get all the way down. Tipped, so no icing. Here comes McNeil. McNeil behind his net. Out to Puente. Puente gets it to Nichols. Nichols, Giannetti. Giannetti, Chris Scissors. Giannetti gets it down low to Puente. Puente spins. Puente's looking for somebody. He tries to cut back, looking for somebody to center to. Gets it over to Giannetti. Giannetti gets it on one guy. Over to Nichols. Nichols out to the point now to Smith. Smith's gonna rip one on goal. Tipped by Puente, but not in. Stormhawks battling now. Here comes Nichols again. He's going to try to go around center. He does. Giannetti rips one, blocked by the goaltender. Nichols. And Eden Prairie is able to clear the zone. Coots is out there with Smith. Smith's going to skate it up. Tip to Giannetti. Giannetti. Coots back to Charchenko. Charchenko up to Wolter. Eden Prairie comes away with it. Charchenko chips it out. Wolter and Kent. Kent's got it. Kent past center ice, dumps it down low, and this. Intercepted by Duda. Duda back to retrieve. Duda gets the center ice and dumps it down low, but Stormhawks are going to be offsides here with 1:01 to play. Up 3-0 in the first period. Clark, Schneider, Pulasic, Duda, and Kuzmarchek are the ones out there right now with a minute left in the first period. Schneider in on the forecheck. Schneider battles with his Eden Prairie counterpart. Eden Prairie not able to clear it. Over to Schneider. Schneider tries to center to Clark. Clark gets it. Takes a delayed shot and just buries it right around. The patience there by Clark was great. Didn't try to force it. Waited till the Eden Prairie goalies went down and then just made a little forehand, backhand move and just flipped it in. 4-0, 46 seconds left in the first period. Clark off the jump. Clark wins the draw back over to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek, Duda. Duda up to Plastic. Plastic's got Schneider with him, gives it to Schneider. Schneider over to Duda. Duda tries a centering pass over to Plastic. Plastic in the corner now. Tries the centering to Schneider. Schneider's gonna rip one just off the Eden Prairie goalie. Directed into the corner. Another centering pass by Plastic. And a shot by Schneider just wide. Schneider passes it to Plastic again. And again, just, I don't know if it went off the side of the net there or what, but just peppering the goalie right now. Clark's going to get called for tripping here with 1.8 seconds left in the first period. 4-0 Stormhawks. That'll do it for the first period. We'll be back in a minute. I didn't see you.
I came in, I was over there ready to changed, and now I'm back here. I went to get something to eat. I didn't have lunch yet, because I haven't had time.
All right, Stormhawks fans, we're back for period 2. Stormhawks up 4-0. Minute 29 left in the penalty on the Stormhawks, so we're on the penalty kill. Nichols is going to draw. We got Giannetti, Duda, and Coots out there. Stormhawks win the draw. Coots gets it over to Duda. Duda. Over Coots. Coots is looking now. Gets it up to Giannetti. Giannetti's going to go in, drives past center ice, gets around one guy. Eden Prairie takes away, but right to Giannetti. Giannetti rips one on goal, but the Eden Prairie goalie was ready for it. Nichols off the draw. Nichols has got it. He's battling on the wall with two Eden Prairie Eagles. Nichols doing everything he can here. He's got 5-on-1 basically. Nichols around, takes his time, looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it out to Duda. Duda spins around, looking for somebody to pass. Gets it down low. Nichols again, two guys on him. Giannetti's gonna go in there and help. Good job by Duda. Duda flips it up past center ice. The Stormhawks going to change their forwards. Here comes the Eagles. They got a 2-on-1. Good job by the Stormhawks there. Eden Prairie almost had a chance, but they were able to stop the Eagles from scoring. Puente off the draw, and Stormhawks are back at full strength. Puente chips it up the boards, gets it out, and we're going to get an offsides on Eden Prairie. So it's like we got Seaver, Moulter, Kent out there along with Kuzmarchek and Smith. Stormhawks. Moulter's got it. He's got one-on-one. Moulter rips a shot wide. Seaver tries to support behind the goal. And Eden Prairie is able to clear the zone. Good job by Smith to keep him out there. Kent tries to chip one up for the Stormhawks to go chase. They're chasing after it. No icing on the Stormhawks there. Moulter's got it. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Moulter, just individual effort right there, but just trying his best. And it gets out to Charchenko. Charchenko passes it up to Moulter. Moulter chips it in. Stormhawks are going to change forwards here now. Schneider over to Coots. Coots tries to flip it back up, gets it to Schneider. Schneider over to Pulasic. Pulasic behind the goal. Schneider gets by Schneider over to Clark. Back comes the. Oh, Clark holds his own. Looking for somebody to pass to. Right to Pulasic. Pulasic rips one, but blocked by Eden Prairie goalie, and it goes all the way back down. We'll get an icing on the Hawks. Clark, Schneider, Pulasic, Duda, and Kuzmarchek out there. Oh, Schneider. Clark's got it. Clark. Pulasic. Clark over to Schneider. He's got Pulasic. Just couldn't hold. Got a wall battle here now. Clark's looking. Gets it over to Schneider. Schneider to Pulasic. Pulasic just couldn't get in. And we get a goal. I think it was Pulasic or Schneider on the goal. It looks like Pulasic's going to get the goal on this one. And the Stormhawks are up 5-0 with 11-12 left in the second period. Puente wins the draw over to Duda. Duda takes his time, looks, chips it up the board to Giannetti. Giannetti over to Nichols. Nichols tries to center it for Puente, but nobody was home. Back come the Eagles. Here comes Nichols. Nichols gets around one guy to beat. Gets a shot to the goalie, but didn't get much on that one. Kuzmarchek tries to flip one to Puente. Puente slapped at it, just couldn't get enough on it. Here comes the Eagles. And Hansen's just going to glove that one down. So Seaver, Moltier, Kent, Smith, and McNeil are out there. Seaver gets it to Molter. Molter's got Kent with him. Molter brings it into the zone. Molter tries to flip it over. Oh, to Kent. Kent gets it on goal, but the Eden Prairie goaltender was able to stop it. Here come the Eagles. Eagles gets a shot to the net. Chipped, but over. McNeil's behind his own net up to Molter. Molter tries to chip it up to Seaver. He does. Seaver tries to get it to Kent. Kent's got it. Goes in. Takes a shot. Shoots it over the goal. And then Seaver comes down to support. Does. He's got Kent with him. And Schneider. Schneider over to Schneider. And the goaltender was able to cover it. So we got Clark, Schneider, Plastic, Coots, and Charchenko out there. Clark's on the drum. Clark, over to Coots. Coots tried to get it back to Plastic, but just couldn't get enough on it to get it to him. Here come the Eagles. Shot deflected wide by goalie. Here comes Schneider. He's in all alone. Schneider goes to the forehand. Just couldn't get it over the glove, but no goalie. Schneider to Clark. And Clark buries it. So Schneider from Clark for a 6-0 Stormox lead with 8:54 left in the second period. Schneider realized that the goalie wasn't in the net, looked for somebody center, and Clark was there, and Stormox bury it. We'll switch the forwards up here now. Puente, Nichols, Giannetti. Puente on the drum. Puente, battling with it. Nichols. Giannetti comes away with it. He's moving his feet, folks. He's trying to get around, trying to toe drag. Just couldn't get one out there. And here comes the Eagles. And the Eagles are going to be offsides. Here comes Nichols past center ice. He's got Puente with him. He's looking for somebody who tries to center it. Oh, here comes Duda. Duda's going to rip one. And, scrum in front of the Eden Prairie goaltender, but Eden Prairie was able to knock the puck out. Nichols battling in the corner. Giannetti battling. And Giannetti scores, but no. We're going to get a penalty on Giannetti, I believe. Not sure what the penalty was. It looks shoulder to shoulder to me, but they're going to call it holding? Not sure what signal the ref gave there, but looked like a shoulder to shoulder bump to get the guy off the puck, but ref must be feeling sorry for Eden Prairie right now. So, 8:02 left in the second period. Stormox on the penalty kill. Eden Prairie wins the draw. Out to the point. Little D-to-D passing. They try to get it up the center of the ice, but Chan intercepts. Oh, and chip by Nichols. Nichols trying to get a breakaway there, just was tied up with the Eden Prairie defender. Here comes Eden Prairie back into the zone. Tries a shot, chipped wide by Kuzmarchek or Duda. Eden Prairie's looking, passes up to the point. Stormox just all over him. Duda. Duda comes away from the puck. Away with the puck. That was Moulter. Duda chips it down deep. Again, Stormox on the penalty kill here. Shot Eden Prairie on goal. Deflected wide by Hansen. Or Clark's got it, gets it up to Moulter. Moulter looking, gets it back to Clark. Clark's chipped into the wall there. Clark's got 3 guys on him, still holding the puck on the penalty kill. Now we're back at full strength. Clark brings it out of the zone. Over to Smith. Smith over to McNeil. McNeil back to Smith. McNeil up to Clark. Clark bringing it in. He's got Schneider and Plastic. Drops it to Plastic. Back to Clark. Clark. And here comes the Stormox again. Schneider looking for something. He's got Plastic. Plastic's going to bring it in, trying to go wide. Try to get it over to Schneider's. Chipped away by the Eagles. Smith tries to throw it down low. McNeil's back now. McNeil behind his own goal. Checked into the boards. We're going to get a penalty on Eden Prairie here. We got Clark. Clark's got Schneider. Tried to chip it over to him. Schneider couldn't control it. Plastic behind the zone. Clark looks over to Coots. Coots is gonna get it back to Clark. Clark's looking. Clark gets around another guy, goes down low. Tries to chip in front to Plastic. And again, 6-0, 4:51 left in the second period. Stormox on the power play. Schneider, Gianetti, Nichols, Clark, Duda. Clark's looking for somebody. Gianetti. Gianetti over to Duda. Duda over to Clark. Clark over to Duda. Duda rips one high side. Tipped by Schneider. Schneider from Duda and Clark for the goal. That'll make it 7-0 Stormhawks with 4:28 left in the second period. So 4:15 left, second period here now. Seaver's going to chip it out. Seaver's going to bring it up the wall. Gets it down low. Eden Prairie gets around one defender, but Stormhawks were able to stop him. Duda with Puente and Nichols and Giannetti. Nichols is going to bring it in. Nichols tried to center. Eden Prairie comes away with it. Gets it up the boards, but McNeil holds it. Giannetti right in front of the net. Duda's looking. He's got it behind his net. He's got Nichols up front. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols over to Giannetti. Giannetti back to Nichols. Nichols tries to snap one behind, back past the goalie, but just wide. Duda's got it. Takes his time. Surveys. Gets it low to Giannetti. Giannetti tries a centering pass to Puente. Over to Puente. Center to Giannetti for a slap shot. Just wide. Eden Prairie clears the zone, but Puente looking to keep it right back in. Duda comes away with it. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti, one man to beat. Giannetti's going to try. Looked like he wanted to rip one there, but Clark's got it now. Clark. Down low to Giannetti. Giannetti gets by one guy. Chip, no call. Oh, right to Schneider. Schneider in front, tries the backhand, just wide. Schneider now. Gets it down low to Clark. Clark brings it around to Plasek. Plasek skating, looking for somebody. He's got Schneider on the back door. Plasek out to the point, over to McNeil. McNeil's going to try to slap one, turn to Clark, turns and fires, rips it right past the Eden Prairie goaltender. 8-0 Stormhawks. Second period, 1:51 left. All right, Clark on the draw. Same five. Back to McNeil. McNeil over to Clark. McNeil to Smith. Smith chips it up to Plasek. Plasek tries to center it over to Schneider. Here comes Smith again. He's got Clark with him. Clark gets it by one guy. He's got Schneider with him. Just chipped away by Eden Prairie. Here come the Eagles. Held in by Plasek. Schneider's got it. Schneider over to Plasek. Plasek's looking. Plasek's looking. Plasek. Fancy stick work by Plasek. Chips it over to Schneider. Schneider tries to chip one in, but Eden Prairie goalie's there to block it. Back to center ice to Smith. Smith going to dump it down low, and the Stormhawks are going to change. Eden Prairie's going to change, so McNeil's got time now. McNeil all the way up to Moulter. Moulter brings it into the zone. Moulter into the corner now. Battle for it now. Going to get another call here. Looks like going to be a penalty on the Stormhawks. I think we're going to get a trip on Moulter. I think it was a trip. No signal by the ref, so 21 seconds left here in the second period. Stormhawks up 8-0. Stormox win the draw over to Coots. Coots rings it around to the other corner. Five seconds left in the period. And that'll do it for period 2. Stormox up 8-0. 1 period left to go.
Not 10% of what doesn't even go. And then I see, I'm not going to do it, but
Don't
it's
you
bad.
dare do anything like that.
Yeah.
Can I have my phone now since it's not doing anything?
Yeah, it's not doing it anymore.
What's it stuck on now? 174? Okay.
It went up a lot.
All right, guys. Back for period 3 here. 1:09 left on the penalty kill for the Stormox. Chipped off the puck by Coots. Coots up to Giannetti. Giannetti spins around. Giannetti spins around in front of his own goal. Giannetti still's got it. Giannetti now has got some speed. Splits some defenders. He's got Nichols on his left. And we're going to get an offsides, I believe is the call. I'm not sure what the call was on Giannetti there. But the Stormox are going to be down 2 here. 18 seconds left on the first penalty kill. Clark. Clark wins the draw over to Coots. Coots spins, fires it up the boards. Chips it out, but no call. Stormox chip it out over to Schneider. Schneider over to Coots, back into his own zone. Coots over to Charchenko. And Hansen gloves it down. So 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. Ooh, Eden Prairie had a chance there to score, but Hansen was able to cover the puck. Looks like it was a shot on goal, and Hansen deflected it wide, and then Eden Prairie was able to chip it, but just not enough, and Hansen covered. Stormox full strength, always were. Here's Marchek, Puente. Puente chips it up to Nichols. Nichols tried to get it to Giannetti, does. Giannetti dumped, no call. Nichols comes back with it, tries to chip it to Giannetti, but just couldn't connect. And here comes Eden Prairie. Duda races back though, and we're gonna get an icing. Stormox win the draw. McNeil over to Plastic to Clark. Clark rips one on goal. Deflected wide by the goaltender. Here comes Eden Prairie out to center ice. Schneider's gonna hound him, gets the puck up, tried to get the puck up to Plastic. Clark wants the puck, gets it over to Plastic. Plastic's trying to chip it by the Eden Prairie defender. Eden Prairie drops it right back in. McNeil's back. McNeil chips it up the boards. Schneider chips it up to Clark. Clark's got Plastic with him. Clark gets around one guy. He's got Plastic with him, and a 2-on-1. Here we go. Clark flies it over to Plastic. Plastic just couldn't get enough on it. Over to Smith. Smith's going to rip one. Schneider tried to deflect just wide. Here comes back Eden Prairie. Coots tries to chip it up the board. Plastic over to Coots. Coots behind his own net. Gets it up to Plastic and Clark. Clark tries centering. Here comes Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie's going to drive it in, ridden off the puck. Great job there by Hansen. Gets a save. Eden Prairie tries to bring it in. Clark's there. Clark, Coots, now Charchenko. Charchenko behind his own net. Charchenko tried to get the puck up to Moulter, just couldn't connect. So we got Seaver, Kent, Duda, here's Marchek and Moulter, I believe, out there right now. Seaver on the draw. Eden Prairie wins the face-off. Out to the point. Eden Prairie tries a centering pass, deflected wide. Seavers throws it up the wall to Kent. Kent tries to get the puck out, gets the puck out to center ice. Duda gets it in the corner. Duda back to Seaver. Seaver centers it over to Moulter. Moulter tries to chip it up to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek's going to pinch on the play. Here comes Eden Prairie. Come back, but Moulter up over to Seaver. Duda. Duda brings it into the play, into the offensive zone. Moulter gets around one guy. Moulter's trying to center it to somebody. Moulter's looking. Moulter with some stick work. Moulter over to Duda. Duda bury it for him. No, just couldn't, or covered by Eden Prairie. I'm sure Moulter said, Duda, come on now, man. Get that one in the goal. I need my assist. Good play by the Stormox. 7:50 to go left in the third period. 8-0 Stormox. Puente off the draw. Smith and McNeil in the back. Nichols and Giannetti to forwards. Puck gets over to McNeil. McNeil just throws it down deep. Puente on the forecheck. Held by McNeil. Puente's got it. Gets it down low to Nichols. Nichols over to Giannetti. Battles in the corner. Over to Smith. Smith rips one. And Eden Prairie goaltender gloves it down. We're in run time now, folks. 7 minutes left in the third period. 8-0 Stormhawks. Sunday, November 23rd. Clark wins the draw, gets it over to Smith. Smith gets it down to Nichols. Nichols centers it to Clark. Clark with a great shot, and he buries one just over the goalie's pad. That'd be a 9-0 lead for your Stormhawks here with 6:30 left in the third period. So 9-0 Stormhawks. Puente, Giannetti, Nichols, Charchenko, Coots. Stormhawks win the draw over Charchenko. Charchenko throws it up the boards. Stormhawks in on the forecheck. Puente's got it. Puente gets around one guy. Puente tries a centering pass. Couldn't connect. Eden Prairie tries a centering pass. Coots goes back. Coots. Coots had lost control of it there a little bit and gave the Eagles an opportunity to get a shot, but Hansen was there. Stormhawks. Charchenko rings it around up to Schneider. Schneider over to Clark. Clark's got Pulasic with him. Clark looking for somebody to pass to. Tries to chip it back to Charchenko. Eden Prairie gets it up to, just taken right away by Clark. Clark over to Coots, up to Pulasic. Over to Clark. Clark's gonna take it wide. Back to Schneider, couldn't connect. It's in Coots' feet. Charchenko's there to intercept though. Charchenko right down the center of the ice, has a chance. Just broken up by the Eden Prairie defender. Eden Prairie scores with 4:20 left in the first period. Coots let the guy backhand one over Hansen's shoulder. Seaver on the draw. Over to Moulter. Moulter back to Duda. Duda brings it past center ice. Duda's going to go in with some speed. Tries to get around some Eden Prairie defenders. Ball battle now. Duda comes away with it. Goes behind the net. Duda's got it over to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek spins around up to Moulter, I believe. Moulter flips it up, but it goes out of play, so we'll get a face-off back in the Stormhawk zone here. Puente with the face-off, gets it to Smith. Smith brings it around. Set play by the Stormhawks. That almost worked. Almost had a breakaway for Giannetti and Nichols. Puente over to Nichols. Nichols backdoor to Giannetti, just couldn't connect. Eden Prairie's going to bring it out here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Here comes Eden Prairie. Giannetti tries a shot, just gets over the goal. Giannetti tries a centering pass. But Eden Prairie is able to clear. Schneider chips it by his guy. He's got one guy to beat. Schneider's getting speed. Here he goes, folks. Schneider tries the backhand between 5-0. He gets it. Great backhand by Noah there for a 10-1 Stormhawks lead with a minute 30 left. Schneider, great individual effort, chips it up the boards, beats his guy, races in. Knows he's on his backhand, knows the goaltender's going to have to slide over, so he puts it right in the 5-hole. One minute left. Thank you. Coots has got it now. He's going to go around the zone. Interference by the ref. No call. Stormhawks here now. 45 seconds left, and the Stormhawks are going to be offsides. Clock running, 35 seconds left here in the game. Just a reminder to fans, next weekend we'll have a tournament in Eden Prairie. After Thanksgiving, I believe Friday it starts. We'll be in some heavy competition with that one. It'll be the Minnetonkas. All the top teams will be there. Three seconds left. Seaver just going to go up the ice, and that'll do it, folks. 10-1 Stormhawks against the Eden Prairie Eagles here. So Stormhawks remain undefeated in district play, and we'll go into the Eden Prairie tournaments with a little bit of momentum here. So hopefully Stormhawks can keep it up, and we'll have a successful holiday weekend. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one.